This sports broadcast made possible by contributions from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, a factory authorized Bryant dealer. Whatever it takes. Find them online at customheating.com. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Tom the Plumber is your family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. Carpentry with integrity, providing unparalleled customer relationships and precise quality craftsmanship since 1998. Find us on Facebook and House. Daryl Barnes Photography. For sports, senior portraits, family, and more, call Daryl Barnes Photography for all your photographic needs. Find Daryl online at darylbarnes.com. Buffalo Wild Wings. Visit their locations in Algonquin and Hoffman Estates for some award-winning wings spun in one of 21 sauces or dry rubs. Or try a tasty burger or wrap. There's something for everyone at Buffalo Wild Wings in Hoffman Estates at Route 59 and 72 or Algonquin on Randall Road.
Welcome back to the Hinkle Holiday Classic. Today we have a matchup between Dixon High School and Crystal Lake South. And this game is brought to you by our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. I'm Patrick Carrion, alongside me is Logan France, and this will be the last game we are calling for today, where we hand off to the real professionals here. And before the game starts, starters for Dixon, there is number 12, Bo Bailey, number 15, Darian Duncan, number 21, Peyton Lawrence, number 22, Aaron Duncan, and number 24, Gabriel Son. As for Crystal Lake, there'll be number 11, Benjamin Geske, number 12, Ryan Lawson, number 21, Matt Reel, number 23, Tyler Miller, and number 33, Casey Haskin. Tip-off's about to start here between two pretty good teams, as we saw yesterday. Gators in the yellow, and the Dukes in the white. As tip-off begins, is won by Crystal Lake South, as that Crystal Lake South here. Geske with it. Down low is Haskin. From downtown, that one's good!
We saw this a lot from Matt Reel yesterday. He likes to take those three-pointers, and he's very good at them. That's something to watch.
Duncan with it, gives it to Lawrence. Lawrence had a huge game yesterday, 7 threes, 21 points. As Duncan has it now, as he gives it to Bailey. Lawrence from downtown. That one is not at the same magic as it did yesterday. Crystal Lake with the ball. Reel bringing it up. Gives it to Geske. Back to Reel. Over to Lawson. Reel had 19 points in yesterday's game. Huge factor for the Gators. Lawson. Back to Reel. He looked like he was not expecting that pass. He's looking for a man open. Now he finds that in Geske. From the corner, the shot. That one rings out and does not go in. Offensive rebound by Lawson. He tries to put it back up. He falls. That does not go in. The tip does not go in as well, as Duncan is now bringing it up court. Lawrence, that pass is intercepted by Geske. Intended for Lawrence. Geske with it again. Over to Lawson. Down low, it is kicked by number 21, Peyton Lawrence. As Crystal Lake South try to work their inbounds play, and they get it off to Lawson. Geske. Haskins had it for a split second there. Gave it to Real. Pass intercepted by Duncan. Duncan on the fast break. A layup. That's good for 2. Darian Duncan's first points of the game. Pass almost intercepted. It's now Real. He's trapped in the corner. He gets away from it, and a foul is called. It looks to be on Bo Bailey. Geske with it. Down to Real. Down low is Haskins. He's trying to go in. He does not. As he gets dished back out to the corner. Took a fake there. Tried to go for it. He goes for it instead. Then down low. That does not work as Duncan ends up with the ball. Miller couldn't handle that one. That's Bailey from downtown. That's nothing but nylon. His first 3 today.
And that's why he's the second highest scorer in the tournament.
Pass deflected. Lands back in Real's hands. He's trapped. Gives it to Haskins down low. There's a lane, and he gets clubbed as there will be a foul on the play.
Just trying to...
As we have a replay here. Duncan dishes it out to Bailey, and from way out of town, he makes that one. That was replay brought to you by Bear Family McDonald's Restaurants, Bell Sports for Community since 1967. The wide open 3 by Geske, that does not fall. Lawson with it, and a foul is called. That foul is on Song. Less than 5 minutes here in the first quarter. Lawson. Oh, Haskins. The hook shot, that does not go in. Rebounded by Aaron Duncan. Is now Bailey with it. A huge catalyst for this Duke offense. Quick pass to Bailey. He decides to take him downtown again. It hits off the rim. Rebound by Lawrence. As Duncan, that is, and that does not go in. Real with the ball now as he will try to slow down his offense, try to set up something. That pass is intercepted by Bailey, but he lands out of bounds. Miller will be the one passing this one in. As he gets it to Geske. Over to Real. Geske again. Lawson. Miller looked at the shot there, did not get it. And from way out of town, that one hits off the back rim and goes nowhere. Duncan with it now. Some press defense being initiated. But Duncan is able to get it past half-court line, and it's dished back out to him. He drives in. Bailey had an open shot, decided not to take it. And dishes in to other Duncan, and that one goes in.
What a pass by Bailey to initiate this 2-pointer by Aaron Duncan. It's a beautiful play by the Dukes.
Geske gets back to Real to set up the offense once more. Over to Miller. Miller to shot. Wide left does not go in. Was an air ball, in fact. It's for the Gators. Number 20, Patrick Fisher, will check in. Adding to the bench will be Ryan Lawson. As Duncan gets inbounds play. Catch action going on here. Back and forth. Gaither has it. Number 20. Duncan almost loses it. Gaither in control of it now. He drives in. He decides, tries to go up with a pass. That gets deflected right into the hands of Patrick Fisher. As Real now has it. Real taking his time. Dixon bench trying to make some noise here. Real had a shot, didn't go through with it. Down low is Haskins. Miller had a look, didn't go to pass out to the corner. Wide open is Geske, and that does not go in. Offensive rebound by Haskins. He puts it up. That also does not go in. and a foul is called.
So I'll start on errant pass by the Dukes. Jacob Gaither saw no one covering Peyton Lawrence on the other side behind the three-point line. He tried to get it there, and it resulted in a foul.
And that is Peyton Lawrence's first foul of today. Brings the total of the Dukes up to 4. As Bailey heads to the bench. And number 14, Talbir Chima, takes over. Miller with the shot, and that one hits nothing but net. Duncan and Gaither. Gaither with it now. Wide open is Lawrence. He decides not to take the shot, but instead passes it to Duncan. Alec Bailey is now in for Dixon. And a clear lead with the shoulder that will lead to a charge foul.
There's no question about that. When you see Gaither's arm go out, that's something that's going to get called every time.
Less than 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter, and with that, Jacob Gaither picks up his first foul. Here's Miller. Fakes a pass to Real. Miller almost thought about taking that three, decided not to. Brock Jusen has also come in for the Gators. So Haskins down low, he posts, shot does not go in. Duncan with the rebound. Duncan driving as a foul is called. Before the shot, that is. Bailey is back in for the Dukes as Alec Bailey takes a seat in the bench. The high pass goes to Duncan. Over to Chima, down to Bailey. Duncan lines up for three, hits off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound by Matt Real of Crystal Lake South. Miller with it now, back to Real. Real faked, and he was going to go for the three, decided not to, and will step back to allow the offense to set up a play here. Miller in control of the ball now. Takes a step, does not go with it. Dishes it out to Fisher. Fisher out to Miller. Jusen open in the corner, didn't see him as Haskins now has it. He tries to plow through, and that one will land for two. 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter as Duncan takes it up. Gaither. Bailey now with it. 15 seconds left. He takes a jumper. That one hits off the rim and goes nowhere. 10 seconds remaining here. Crystal Lake's got to be fast if they want to get a shot off. And here comes Real down low. In the corners, Fisher, and that gets rejected at the buzzer. At the end of the first quarter, it is Crystal Lake 8, Dixon 7. We will send it to break.
What makes me most proud of our restaurants is our people. Our people who come in and work for us every single day. We try to create an atmosphere of family, an atmosphere of warmth, and an atmosphere of compassion.
Buffalo Wild Wings is the place to bring the whole family for a great night out. We're nearby in Algonquin and Crystal Lake with specials all week long. Enjoy 65-cent boneless wings on boneless Thursdays and Mondays. Get half-priced wings on Tuesdays. And stop by on Wednesdays for 99-cent chicken tenders and $1.49 kids meals. Sign up for our free Plays and Rewards loyalty program. Earn points, get rewards. It's more of what you love for what you already love to do. It's all here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Algonquin and Crystal Lake.
This quarter is sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings. Visit the locations in Algonquin and Hoffman Estates for some award-winning wings. Or try a tasty burger or wrap. There's something for everyone at Buffalo Wild Wings. We're at the dawn of the second quarter here, and a very tight game here. Only 1 point separating these two teams. And Logan, what do you think you've seen so far?
It's a low-scoring affair, a lot of tight defense on both sides. Dixon's been fouled a lot. They play tight defense, and it results in a lot of fouls. Crystal Lake South is also playing very tight defense. I expect to see a lot of drives from in front of the net coming into the second quarter. There's going to need to be ways to score points for both teams.
You know it's a good defensive game when the top scorer only has 3 points. As Bailey will pass it to Duncan. Back to Bailey. Lawrence, wide open for 3, decides not to go for it, chucks it down. Duncan, Gaither for 3, and that one's good. Juicin has it. He passes off to Ian Gorkin, who has checked in for the Gators. Over to Fisher. Fisher down low. Pass intercepted to Duncan as he hands it off to Duncan. Bailey with the now. He tries to drive in. A no-look pass on Lawrence, and that one's good.
Crystal Lake South leaving Lawrence open on the right side again. It's going to burn them eventually.
We saw it yesterday. 7 threes. Watch out for Lawrence to get hot. Down to Fisher. Fisher can't do much as he passes it out to Gorkin. Juicing with it now. In the corner is Real. As he will dish it to Miller, and Miller goes back to Gorkin. Big pass there as Bailey thought about going for the money there and tried intercepting it. And that's Duncan with the steal. Here comes Bailey. He will drive in. Another no-look pass to Lawrence. Leaves Duncan open. He doesn't shoot. He'll pass it over to Bailey. Bailey from the corner, and that does not land. Gaither with the offensive rebound. He tries to bring it back in. Dishes it back out to Bailey. Bailey, the pass is deflected, and it rings around once and does not go in. Seems everyone had a hand at that ball in that possession. As Juicin has it now, that pass is deflected by Lawrence. Miller over the Real. A wild pass almost goes out of bounds. Gorkin saves it somehow. Miller with it again. And the shot is not good. Offensive rebound by Fisher. Fisher over the Real. Real the shot. That's not good. Lawrence with the rebound, and a foul is called. Ryan Lawson is back in game along with Casey Haskin for the Gators. Number 22, Aaron Duncan, takes a seat, relax a bit for the Dukes. Number 24, Gabriel Sohn is back in. Gaither with it. Lawrence for 3, no good. Rebound by Matt Real. Geske. You do something with the ball. Gets it to Real. Miller thought about shooting it, decided not to. It's a good thought as well, because there's a man with his hands right in his face. Geske in control. He's going to drive. Goes nowhere. Miller thought again. Nothing. Lawson over to Real. Less than 5 minutes here in the second quarter. A step back, faked them out, hits off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound by Lawson, and that goes nowhere. Sohn with the defensive rebound. And here's Duncan over the Sohn, a shot no good. Lawson got the defensive rebound in that one. And Geske will take it slow, waiting for his offense to line up for a play here. Up top, Real, no good. And a whole bunch of collision going on here as 2 of Duke's players have fallen on the ground. Both coaches yelling things out to their players. Defense and offense set up here.
Dixon defense playing tough. Crystal Lake South has nowhere to pass it on any of these offensive possessions.
Aaron Duncan back in for Dukes. Geski's looking, gets at the reel. Over to Miller, down low to Haskins. Haskins dishes it back out to Lawson. Geske had a look, didn't go with it. Haskins down low, he posts up, that's no good. Rebound by Reel. Reel the shot, that's not good. And that rolls out of bounds.
Crystal Lake South still unable to find any opening in front of the net. Dixon defense playing stout.
With that, number 24, Demir Klamick has checked in. He had a look there, did not go for it. Gets it back out the Reel, a wild pass. Reel had to jump for it and did catch it. Over to Klamick. He drives, he takes a step. That shot hits nothing but nylon. Brings it into a three-point game now. And here's Duncan. He's dribbling it up slowly. Duncan's looking. He gives it up to Bailey. Bailey driving in. That's no good. And it's deflected by Miller. Miller has the ball now as he gives it over to Haskins. Miller with it now. Geske with it. That pass is almost picked off. Geske now has control of it now. Less than 3 minutes here left in the first half of play. And the shot by Miller, that's good!
Tyler Miller and Matt Reel, two of the best three-point shooters on this Crystal Lake team. You don't want either one of them to get hot.
Here's Duncan down to Gaither. Aaron Duncan back in for the Dukes. Gaither has it. Shoved there. Lawrence with it. He says to take the shot. No good. As that goes out of bounds. Gators ball. Subs come in. Number 23, Alec Bailey, coming in for Dixon. That Jacob Gaither will take a seat on the bench. Also, number 14, Talbir Chimo has also come in, replacing Darian Duncan. Gators coming up with 2 minutes left on the clock here. Geske in control. Miller, the shot, hits off the back of the rim, goes nowhere. Lawrence has the ball instead. Here comes Lawrence, he's driving, he puts it up, that's not good. Chimo with the ball, he'll give it to Bailey. Bailey motions for a play to start. He will hold the ball a bit, trying to eat as much clock as possible. And here's Bailey, driving in, a little floater, and that will land for two. His 5th point of the game. Reel with it now. Gets it to Haskin. Back to Reel. He takes the three. High arc goes nowhere. Deflects off of one of the Dukes and lands in possession of Bo Bailey. Bailey now, he drives. Little floater will miss the rim entirely as it will roll out of bounds. Tall beard Chima trying to keep the play alive and fails at it.
Made a concerted effort to try and keep that one out, but to no avail. That'll be Crystal Lake South's ball.
Darian, some confusion here with players subbing in and out. Darian Duncan's now in. That tall beard Chima will go take a seat on the bench. Refs are convulsing here. I really don't know what they're talking about.
I don't know either. It seemed pretty clear to me that it was out on Dixon.
Apparently they see it otherwise here, because apparently now Duke's hit the ball. That's odd.
That's
Because sworn I saw it bounce off another player, and that pass over to half court. as it lands in possession of Alec Bailey. Bailey now with it. Less than a minute. A little crossover move there. We'll pass down low to Duncan. Duncan was not expecting it. As Real now with it. Geske, Miller in the corner. Thought about going for it. Decided not to. Geske with it. 35 seconds remaining here. Well, it's Haskin. Haskin plowing through. Gives it to Geske. Geske goes up. That shot is blocked somewhere along the way as two of the Gators fall. And here comes Duncan. Duncan driving in. He floats it. A brick. That does not land. And somehow, other Duncan has it again. Gives it to Lawrence. Lawrence, a shot. Hits off the back of the rim. Does not go in. Bailey tried to keep it alive. He will crash into one of the blockers by the door there.
Gators leaving Peyton Lawrence open behind the three-point line too much. If they keep doing that, Peyton Lawrence is eventually going to burn him. He's one of the best three-point shooters on Dixon's team.
Well, he has struggled as of late making these threes. I believe he only has one. As 6 seconds come. Here's Geske. He's gonna have to get it off. And he throws it up. Not good. 15-13 at the end of the half. We will come right back with you soon. Welcome to the Carpentry with Integrity halftime. Carpentry with Integrity, providing unparalleled customer relationships and precise quality craftsmanship since 1998. Find us on Facebook and Houzz. That's Houzz, H-O-U-Z-Z, as we have a replay coming up here.
This is a specialty for Crystal Lake South. Tyler Miller has an excellent three-point shot, and he sends it up there, and it just drains it.
And that replay is brought to you by the Bear Family McDonald's Restaurants, proud supporters of our community since 1967. After the end of the first half, it is a barn burner here at the Jacobs High School gym. Dixon only up by 2.
Yeah, it's been a low-scoring game. There's been a lot of defense. You see Crystal Lake South dancing around the three-point line, trying to get something in. It's been a lot of defensive play here in Jacobs High School.
You've seen it. Lawrence, big factor in last game. He only has 3 points. Bailey with 5. Very low scoring, a high lead defensive game here. And with that, we will send it off to break. We will pick up after the end of halftime. He's Logan France. I'm Patrick Carrion, and we'll see you later. I'm gonna go grab a water.
had Vandy 21, Memphis 23, South Carolina 24, Michigan 28.
Everyone had South Carolina high. Everyone had Michigan high. Actually, I don't know that's not right.
I got my 39, I got Auburn.
Auburn 39.
Yeah, they were playing Purdue.
Basketball time they're coming back.
So far, I'm getting Clemson right. I have a feeling we're for more low scores.
Yeah.
Game on pace 10, 30 to 26. My game's on pace 10.
Shit says something for Lawrence. If he had a bunch of points, probably. He's on track to get 50 points.
The guy, he was insane.
They keep leaving him open. He will eventually get something going.
Yes, ma'am. And that was the Carpentry with Integrity halftime. Carpentry with Integrity, providing unparalleled customer relationships and precise quality craftsmanship since 1998. Find us on Facebook and House. That's House, H-O-U-C-Z. 2 minutes till the start of the third quarter, and what has been a defensive barn burner here at the Jacobs High School gym. Logan, what do you expect coming out of this half?
I expect to see a lot more three-point shots. Both defenses are keeping underneath the net locked down, and we have Tyler Miller, Matt Reel on Chris, both excellent three-point shooters. Bo Bailey and Peyton Lawrence are excellent three-point shooters on Dixon. I expect to see a lot more threes with this tough defense.
Now, eventually both of these teams should be able to figure out these defenses, and with that will come the points you are talking about. Lawrence, does he still have the magic from last game?
I think that's the big question. He hasn't really shown much. He's missed a couple of shots. Maybe he doesn't have it, but if he does, Crystal Lake South better watch out.
And as for Crystal Lake South, what do you see coming out of them, coming out hot in this quarter?
I see Matt Reel coming out hot. He only had 3 points in the first quarter, but he's an excellent player for them, one of the best on their team. and I see him coming up big in the second half.
Tyler Miller yesterday had 13 points. Casey Haskin, he had also 13 points last time. I can expect him coming out as well. He hit a very important three-pointer yesterday, which kind of turned the tide of the entire game.
Yeah, he came up really big in the second half for Crystal Lake South, and he could come up really big in the second half as well. Only 2 points in the first half, but that can all change here in the second.
All right, we're about 35 seconds here as the players are trying to flash in on the board. And as tradition, I will read them off. For Dixon, they'll have number 12, Talbir Chima. Number 21, Peyton Lawrence. Number 15, Darian Duncan. Number 22, Aaron Duncan. And number 24, Gabriel Sohn. For the Crystal Lake South Gators, you have number 11, Benjamin Geske. Number 12, Ryan Lawson. Number 21, Matt Reel. Number 23, Tyler Miller. And number 33, Casey Haskin. There's the buzzer. The Dukes are all ready. We're just waiting on the Gators to step foot on the court for another action-filled half of the Hinkle Holiday Classic. Miller will be the one inbounding it for the Gators to start out this second half. And here's Geske. He has it. Pass it over to Reel. Miller has it, or dishes it up. Jump pass here. Here comes Bailey. Bailey gets hacked, and he will head to the line.
Bailey almost had the clean break there. I think it was Tyler Miller who was able to get a hand on him. Unfortunately, ended up in a foul for Crystal Lake South.
Benjamin Geske picks up his first foul. Bailey has yet to see the line, I believe. See if he can sink his first. He does not. Hits off the back of the rim.
Bailey 82.6% from the line coming into today.
He was 5 of 6 yesterday, and there's what he's looking for, as that is his 6th point in the game. Geske has it, lofts it over the Reel. On the Haskin down low, over to Lawson. Geske to Haskin. Haskin Lawson. He could not see the ball to hit him in the face there. He saves it from out of bounds. Haskin's got it down low. Now Reel, the shot is nothing but net. It is now back to a 1-point game here as Duncan controls it. If you like defense, well, this is the game for you, as it has been a very low-scoring game. And that's deflection will land in the hands of Geske. Geske over to Reel. Reel to Lawson. Miller with it now. Well, in the corners, Lawson a high pass and lower pass could have led to a 3-point attempt. And here's Miller. That one's not good. And it's Darian Duncan with the huge rebound there. Duncan in control. He gives it off to Sohn. Sohn, the shot off the back of the rim does not go good. Duncan with the putback. That's also not good as he's fighting for the ball. As it will stay Dixon's ball. Bailey will be the one passing it in. Duncan with it now. He's driving. Gives it off to Lawrence for 3. No good. Miller with the rebound. Over to Reel. Reel gives it up to Miller. Wide open was Lawson. Trying to find a man open here. As Miller will take his time. Lawson with it now. Just under about the 5.5-minute mark here. Lawson drives in. He falls on the ground. And Haskin tried to throw it back in and land in the hands of Duncan. And Sohn with it. Back to Lawrence. Now Bailey with it. trying to direct his players into a formation. Here's Duncan. Good pick by Duncan. Driving in. He gives it to Son. Son to Bailey. Under 5 minutes now. Lawrence back to Son as they will wait to set up the offense once more. Good defensive stand here by Crystal Lake as they prevented any kind of shot during this possession. Look at Duncan down low, not go. Here comes Son. He drives in, and that's blocked. Lawson with the ball now as he's starting to drive up. And he gives it to Real. Real to Geske. Lofts it back to Real. Haskin was open for a split second down low. As he gives it to Miller. Miller for three. No good. All the three-point shots seem to be hitting the back of the rim and going right into the hands of the Dukes. And here comes Duncan. Duncan driving in. That's deflected. Geske, that pass almost intercepted. Bailey went for the gold there and failed. Real with the jumper, nothing. As he will head to the line.
Seeing more and more shooting here, but to no avail. Nothing is going into the net. It's all coming right off the rim.
Real takes a few dribbles here. Looks at the rim. That one goes in. Full slot of three players coming in here. Brock Juicin coming in. Number 20, Patrick Fisher as well. Real taking his time, his shot. That one does not fall. And it lands right back in the hands of Juicin. And there's Matt Real. Long pass to Geske. He drives in, tries for the layup, and there will be two shots in that one as he is hacked going up for the layup.
This could be how Crystal Lake South finds their way back in the lead here, just fouling and getting free throws.
And that is Gaither's second foul of the game here, as Geske lands his first. And he sinks the second. Crystal Lake now up on top by 2. Each possession seems to count here as either team has had luck scoring consistently, as that's the reason why we've had such a low scoring game. And Bailey drives in. Duncan had a look for a three, did not. Drives in himself. The little floater off the back rim does not go in. Rebounded by Geske. Geske now moving fast over to number 24, Demir Klamick. Now Gaither has it as Duncan will head in as well. Duncan down low to Duncan. He tries to turn around. He can't find a shot at all. And here comes Duncan. The shot, that's good. Darian Duncan for three. As Dixon will call a timeout. And this timeout is sponsored by our friends at Custom Heating. For all of your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Just under 3 minutes here in the third quarter, Dixon took the lead with the three-pointer from Duncan. What have you seen so far?
In a game where offense is nearly non-existent, every single point counts, and that three-pointer by Duncan is crucial.
So we'll see here, Duncan's three, probably one of the most important shots of this game. That's a great question.
Both is playing tight inside. Duncan manages to find a hole, sends himself up there, and drains the three-pointer. Excellent play by the Dukes to put them up by 1 point.
And that replay is brought to you by the Bear Family McDonald's Restaurants, proud supporters of our community since 1967. As the buzzer sounds off, all the players are going to make their way back onto the court once more and continue here at the action, the main gym at Jacobs High School. Two minutes and 56 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, as Geske will take the ball up. Looks around, gives it to Miller. Miller had thought about a shot there and decided not to go through with it, as it is given to Klamick. Klamick down to Geske. Geske in a pass is overthrown, as it will be Dixon's ball. Duncan now bringing it up nice and slow. That is Bailey. Bailey driving in, nothing. Lawrence, the three, no good. That is Brock Juicin with the rebound. And a foul is called.
Looks like Bo Bailey's going to get called for that one. Took a little swipe at Juicin's arm. That looks like what the ref saw. It'll be an inbound play here for Crystal Lake South.
That is Bailey's second foul of the day. It brings Dixon's total to 3, with Crystal Lake South at 1. Here's Geske looking for someone open. Gives it to Miller. Over to Juicin. So look, gives it back to Miller. Klamick had a look, did not go through with it. Geske back to Klamick. Geske down low to Fisher. Pass lands up in the hands of Bailey. And here comes Bailey. Here's Duncan. And that gets deflected, and a foul is called.
Nice pass by Bo Bailey to set up Aaron Duncan. Unfortunately, he just couldn't get it in. I'm sorry, that was Darian Duncan.
As 2 players come in, that is Haskin and Matt Reel coming back in for Crystal Lake South. Bailey will be the inbounder. As he gives it to Duncan. Duncan had a look, nada. Bailey down low to Duncan. Duncan with the power dribble, the little floater, and that will land for 2. It's Darian Duncan with 5 points in this quarter. Reel down to Klamick. Klamick back to Geske. That is deflected out of bounds by Bailey. A lot of ball movement going on here, trying to find guys open.
Crystal Lake South still dancing around the three-point line. Can't find anything underneath. Dixon defense proving to be a problem for Crystal Lake South.
Geske with it now. Looking for a guy down low. He finds him. Reel shot does not go in. It's deflected up in the air. Out of bounds on Crystal Lake. As Bailey will be the one to pass it in. Bailey with it now. And there is a foul on the play.
Fouls on Lawson, his first team third.
Down low to Duncan. Here comes Bailey. He loses control of it. Goes right out of bounds. 46.5 seconds here in the third quarter. 21-28, a very, very low scoring game here. Unusual, actually. As Reel has it now. It's Miller looking around, couldn't find an opening. So he'll give it back to Reel. Miller for 3, it's good! It's game tying 3.
Expect to see more and more of these three-point shots from Crystal Lake South as Dixon isn't giving up anything underneath.
Pass down low to Lawrence. Lawrence shovels it back out to Bailey. 15 seconds remaining in the quarter. Bailey with a step back, using his arm to find some kind of way to get back and set up the offense for what is probably going to be the final play of this quarter. And a foul was called. Actually, that is a carry on Bo Bailey. That is not what Dixon wanted on that possession.
Crystal Lake South going to get one more opportunity to take the lead here before the quarter ends.
Tal Beer Chima has come in for Dixon. And the shot at the buzzer will not go in. Even the putback will not go in. As we end here in the third quarter, all is square as Dixon with 21, Crystal Lake South also 21. We'll throw at the break.
What makes me most proud of our restaurants is our people. Our people who come in and work for us every single day. We try to create an atmosphere of family, an atmosphere of warmth, and an atmosphere of compassion.
Buffalo Wild Wings is the place to bring the whole family for a great night out. We're nearby in Algonquin and Crystal Lake with specials all week long. Enjoy 65-cent boneless wings on boneless Thursdays and Mondays. Get half-priced wings on Tuesdays. And stop by on Wednesdays for 99-cent chicken tenders and $1.49 kids meals. Sign up for our free Blaze and Rewards loyalty program. Earn points, get rewards. It's more of what you love for what you already love to do. It's all here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Algonquin and Crystal Lake.
This quarter is sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings. Visit their locations in Algonquin and Hoffman Estates for some award-winning wings. Or try a tasty burger or wrap. There's something for everyone at Buffalo Wild Wings. We come in all square in the fourth quarter in what is the most competitive game we have seen yet all day.
You say most competitive, it's also the lowest scoring. Neither team can get anything done on offense, and both defenses are playing incredibly well, holding each other to only 21 points in 3 quarters.
The defense overpowering on both sides. They got to find one guy to step up, and if you had to guess, who do you think it would be?
I'd put my money on Tyler Miller.
And for Dixon?
I'd say Bo Bailey. He's one of the highest scorers in the tournament.
Geske has it. Lawrence, Haskin down low, dishes it out, lands right in the hands of Duncan as he will take it up after a pass from Duncan. Then gives it to Bailey. Duncan for 3, no good. It seems to be deflected somewhere on there. And the putback, that is also not good, as a rebound is by Tyler Miller, as there's some trouble behind the half-court line. And a pass down low to Haskin, the hook, that will not work. Duncan has it now. He tries to drive in the little floater, that will land for 2. This second half has been all Darian Duncan. He has 7 points. Low, Miller, split the putback, and a little reverse there, and that will fall. And we're back to tied. As Gaither will bring it up. Miller over to Bailey. Gaither again. Darian Duncan with the ball. Gaither will have it. He looked to drive in. Pass down low. Then Aaron Duncan, and no one was open. A hole in the defense there. Duncan's 4th point of the game. 6 minutes and 20 seconds remain here in the fourth quarter. As Miller with the shot, and it's nothing but nylon. Bailey will come in. As a carry will come on here, giving the ball right back to the Gators, and this could be the momentum shift that they need.
You saw their bench getting a little excited. Crystal Lake South up by 1 after that 3 from Tyler Miller. This could be exactly what they need to get back on top in this game.
Lawrence is now out of the game. That leaves number 24, Gabriel Son, to take his place. Now Gaither in the ball in. Dixon trying to get their defense pumped up here, looking to have a big stop here. As we've seen, every possession counts. A jump pass, back to Geske. Down to Miller, the floater, and that will land. Matt Reel for 2. Now a 3-point lead, as Gaither now has it for Dukes, and they're having trouble getting past the half-court line. That crazy pass there, a no-look to Duncan, and he'll get it. The reflection to Bailey, that does not land. And it will not stay in Crystal Lake, and it will fall in Crystal Lake's favor, as apparently someone on the Dukes hit it out of bounds.
Gabriel Sohn touched that when he tried to keep it in bounds. Dixon clearly upset about that one, but it was clearly touched by Sohn before it went out of bounds.
Some fans over on the Dixon side not too happy about that call. Quite frankly, I didn't see where they even tipped it out.
Gabriel Sohn was trying to keep it in bounds. It was last touch.
And Matt Reel with it now. Throws at the Miller. Miller had a shot for three, decided not to go. He'll lose the ball as he steps out of bounds. And with that, Peyton Lawrence, big game changer in last game, will come in now, hoping to be the fire that Dixon needs.
He's been a little slow today, but we know Peyton Lawrence can get hot at any time.
It appears a technical was on the play there. This will give Bailey 2 unattended free throws, as the first one sinks in.
Bailey's not one of the guys you want in alone on the free throw line. Came into today 82% from the free throw line. He's a solid free thrower.
Looking to make it a 1-point game, and he does. With technicals, Dixon gets the ball right back. Bailey looks for a man open. He finds that with Gaither, actually Sohn. Bailey has the ball again. Over to Lawrence. Under 5 minutes now. Bailey drives in, then he gets pickpocketed there. As a foul is called.
They're going to call Bo Bailey on this one. He collided a little bit with Ryan Lawson.
I don't know if that was just a collision or was it just frustration from losing the ball there. Either way, it's a very nasty hit.
Very costly penalty for Dixon as well.
This close to the game, you do not want to keep turning the ball over, and well, 1 point, all that separates these two teams. There's Geske with it. He will give it to Reel. Reel down to Lawson. Lawson with it now, taking it back out behind the arc. He will give it to Reel. Reel for three. Perfect! A 4-point lead by Crystal Lake. I think that has been the highest lead we've seen all day. As Lawrence had a shot there, didn't take it. Big guy right in his face, that being Matt Reel, all 6'5" of them. Bailey, Sohn, over to Duncan. Lawrence, good defense. Bailey for three, it's good!
Bailey coming in clutch when his team needs him. That's exactly what Dixon wants to see.
Dixon calls timeout. And with that, sponsored by our good friend Tom the Plumber. Tom the Plumber, Inc. is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at TomThePlumberInc.com. The final 4 minutes and what has been one of the most contested games we have called. 1 point separates these teams, and we will see a replay of Bo Bailey's three. The hand in his face, he makes it no matter what.
He's one of the highest scorers in the tournament for good reason, as you can see there. Great shot by Bo Bailey to put Dixon within 1 point of the game.
And that replay is brought to you by the Bear Family McDonald's restaurants, proud supporters of our community since 1967. There's the buzzer. Both teams about to make their way back onto the court. Here at Crystal Lake, what are you drawing up on that board?
Drawing something to hold Dixon. You don't know when your next point's going to be because that Dixon defense is so strong. You're trying to hold Dixon and not score anymore.
All right, the Gators will start off with the ball here. Matt Reel will pass it in to Benjamin Geske. 1 point separates these two teams. The Dixon bench is trying to get their defense pumped by making some noise. Over Geske, Reel with it again. Fisher was open down low to not pass to him. Now they do. Give it to Lawson. Lawson back to Reel. Can't find a man open here. He tries to drive it in. That one lands for two. Geske with a big shot there, and a foul is called. So that will be a push on Ryan Lawson. Bailey will pass it in. He was clutch last possession of Dixon. He made that huge three. Just kept them pretty close in this game so far.
Could use some of that magic on this possession as well.
As Darian Duncan has it, gives it off to Bailey. Bailey over to Lawrence. Lawrence had a look there, didn't take it. Back to Duncan. Duncan trapped. Duncan now open at the arc. Gives it to Bailey. Good pick by Duncan to three. Will not fall. A foul was called on, I presume to be Patrick Fisher. Two minutes and 37 seconds. Two big free throws for Bailey. He misses the first. He can put his team down only by 2 if he makes this one. We'll see if he does.
Could hear a pin drop in the high school gym right now.
And he does make the second. Since he was behind the arc, it is a 3-point play. So we have a chance at one more here. Dribbles it twice, rolls around in his hands. That one, he drains. Only a 1-point game once more with 2.5 minutes left. Geske in control of it now. As he drives in, he'll give it to Haskin, who's shown he can make some threes, as he showed yesterday. As now Lawson has it. Tight D by Bailey, and he'll look to reset with Geske. It appears Lawson just fell on the ground there as he looked to draw a foul. And here comes Rio with a hand in his face, and he still scores. Back to the 3-point lead. Duncan looking to drive in. Gives it to Lawrence for three. Nothing but nylon. Huge game tying three.
We've been saying all game Peyton Lawrence can get hot, and we saw it right there. Puts Dixon at a tie game.
And this will be the replay. The pass to Lawrence wide open. You just can't let that happen.
We've seen Peyton Lawrence get hot once, and he has the crucial three to tie the game for Dixon.
And that replay was brought to you by Bear Family McDonald's Restaurants, proud supporters of our community since 1967. And here's Geske, less than 2 minutes remaining here. And this barn burner, as he gives it to Miller. Miller for three, and it lands! That's the answer! That's what the Gators were looking for. Duncan in control of it now. He finds something to respond to that game-changing three. Gives it to Chimel, and a timeout is called by Dixon. And we will have a replay of that last big three-pointer.
Tyler Miller has 5 3 points in this game. He's one of the best three-point shooters on Crystal Lake. And there he is with the crucial three-pointer to put Crystal Lake back on top.
And this timeout is sponsored by our good friends at Rosen Hyundai. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time. Shop online at rosenhyundai.com. A minute and 31 seconds remain here. 3 points separating. What do you do if you're Dixon?
If you're Dixon, I think you're looking for Darian Duncan. He's had a huge half so far for Dixon, and I think he's your best bet to get back on top.
All right, you heard it here. Expert predicting. Bold prediction there, Darian Duncan. Looking to change the shift of this game. There's Gabriel Sohn, who will loft it up to Duncan. Darian will take it up himself. Give it to Sohn. Sohn to Bailey. Bailey looked like he's going to go for three. He drives in, and a foul is called. Lawrence missed the free three. As a 1-and-1 will be employed here. That was Lawson's third foul, and it will put Dixon in the bonus. Bailey makes the first. He's made 3 consecutive free throws. As now Talbir Chima will check in for the Dukes. Bailey sinks the next. Back to a 1-point game here. 1 minute and 17 seconds. That's all that remains for a potential for some free basketball later. Here comes Geske, gives it the reel. .60 seconds remain as Geske looks to calm in as he gives it to Miller. Miller wide open, misses it, tries to keep it in. Dixon now has it. A good save by Lawrence as he'll give it to Darian Duncan as a timeout is called. And this timeout is sponsored by Custom Heating. For all of your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. 44.5 seconds. That is all that remains here in a thriller at the main gym at Jacobs High School. What are you drawing up if you're Dixon?
If you're Dixon, I think you're drawing up something underneath. It's been tough to get underneath, but you have some players that are powerful and can power their way through. And I think that's what you're looking for. All you need is 2 to send this game for. All you need to do is get 2 to put this game on top of you.
And Crystal Lake, they'll look to find some way to stop Dixon, that is, on this. Because if they can hold them and they can try to get one more point off, that'll be very hard to come back from, especially with the way these defenses have been doling it out. All right, Darian Duncan receives a pass from Bo Bailey. And will set up the final 40 seconds of this game. Here's Bailey, he's driving, he wants to take it to himself. Wide open is Lawrence, the 3, no good. As it goes out of bounds, it will stay on Dixon's side of the court.
Matt Reel got his hand on that one right before it went out of bounds. He deflected it out. That's going to stay Dixon's ball.
Bailey, so looks to pass to someone in some tight defense here. Finds it in Duncan, a hard pass, almost pickpocketed, and it will fall in Crystal Lake's favor as a timeout is called by the Gators. And this timeout is sponsored by our great friends, Tom the Plumber. Tom the Plumber, Inc. is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. Crystal Lake has a very important possession here. A 3 could likely put this game away. A 2 would be great as well. Now, a 3 would be more helpful, but even I would take the 2 in this situation.
I would as well. You can ice this game away with a 3, but if you're Crystal Lake, you can bank on a 2. A 3-point shot is very unlikely for Dixon to make in this situation. They've been missing a lot all game. I'd settle for a 2 in this situation as Crystal Lake as well.
All right, here we go. Some press being employed here, trying to keep the ball on Dixon's side as Miller has it. Real might be a game of keep away as the fouls will start coming in, and it will send Crystal Lake to the line.
Fouls on Aaron Duncan, his first team 6th.
Actually, it will not, because it's not bonus yet, but it's getting very close with one more foul to give. And here's Miller. Miller looking for a man, and a foul is called. With that will send Miller to the line.
Miller has not taken any free throws yet. Crystal Lake is a team 3 for 4 from the line today.
Miller was 1 for 2 in free throws yesterday, 50%. I know it's a small sample size, but still. We'll see if he can make the 1-and-1.
These 2 free throws have the potential to ice this game away if he can make both of them.
Dribbles 3 times. He shoots it. He drains the first. It's now a 2-point game. Bounces twice. The next one, that is made. Now, Dixon's either got to get a fast 2 and foul right away, or they'll have to get a 3 and try to play as good as defense as they can to stop Crystal Lake from scoring. Here's Duncan. This is out to Bailey. Bailey looking. Bailey with the 3. It's good! It's good! Game-tying 3 by Bo Bailey. Leaves 6.7 seconds away from overtime. Wow, what a shot that was.
What a shot that was. It looked like he almost crossed the line there, but they gave him 3 points.
As you will see on the screen here, a replay of that important shot by Bo Bailey.
Looks like, as you can see here, Bailey looks like he almost crossed the line on the three-point shot, but he manages to keep himself behind and get the 3 points to tie the game up for Dixon. 6.7 seconds left, and we are knotted up at 40. What a game this has been. Wow.
Now, Crystal Lake, they have a chance to win it with this possession. It'll be hard. There could possibly be a half-court shot here. If that would go in, I'm sure this place will go nuts. But if that does not work, you will see some free basketball here in the form of overtime.
I'm leaning on Tyler Miller if I'm Crystal Lake South here. He's got one of the best three-point shots. He has 10 points in this fourth quarter. He's been hot lately, and I think Tyler Miller is the go-to guy for Crystal Lake South here.
Well, here you go. 6.7 seconds remaining here in this thriller. 6.7 seconds separating this game from overtime. Lawrence, we saw his tactic yesterday. The roll factor is they will try to, and now 6 seconds. 6 seconds remain. For the shot. Does not land. The putback, and we will head to overtime. Some free basketball in store for y'all back home. As we will have a replay of that failed opportunity. So he tries to go in, he tries to drive in for the two.
Just can't get it up there.
Glass can't roll in.
Real tries to get it up there, can't get his hands on it. Excuse me, that's Haskin. Tries to get it up there, can't get his hands on it.
Now we will head to overtime. Overtime is half the amount of time that it is for a quarter. So instead of 8 minutes, you will see 4 minutes. Both teams tied here, 40-40. Big shot by Bailey, and that one changed the entire game.
It really did. Miller's been a huge factor for Crystal Lake South. As I said earlier, 10 points in this quarter. We've seen a lot in these past couple quarters of basketball.
Both teams are in the bonus here, as fouling will be costly. 2 timeouts remain for the Gators, 4 for Dixon.
Fans on the edge of their seats here as overtime begins.
That is 2 for Dixon and 4 for Crystal Lake. And here we go. Some free basketball coming right at you here at Jacobs High School in the main gym. As there will be a tip-off. And it's tipped right to Bo Bailey of Dixon. As Lawrence has control of it now. Gives it over to Sohn. Bailey for 3, and it's good.
The game we're scoring
He's on fire.
The game we're scoring has been rare. That can be costly for Crystal Lake South.
That is his 21st point of the game. Miller looked to try to put a 3 in there. He couldn't. Real with it now. 3.5 minutes remaining here in overtime. Down low is Haskin. Wide open. Miller. No good. Rebounded by Lawrence. Over to Duncan. A crazy game it has been here. Overtime just as tense as the entire game it has been. Lawrence had a look for 3. Did not go for it. And Lawrence again. Over to Sohn. Back to Duncan. He's cornered. Gives it back to Sohn. Now, crazy behind a back pass there as it went to Duncan. Duncan back to Sohn. Sohn to Bailey. They'll look to do some kind of offense here, and they can't find any. They keep getting stopped around the half-court line. Some good defense here by Crystal Lake. Duncan with it now. Duncan again, back to Bailey. Floats it to Duncan. Duncan tries to go in, and a foul is called. And the 1-and-1 will be initiated here.
Effectively draining some clock. Dixon on the last possession couldn't get anything done, but that took a lot of time off the clock.
And Patrick Fisher goes in for the Gators. Duncan dribbles it twice. He'll look. Rim, it's good. It is Darian Duncan sinking the free throw. Gives them a 4-point lead. Bends down, a shot, that one will land. 2 clutch free throws right there will extend their lead to 5 as a timeout is called by the Gators, and momentum has just followed the Dukes over now as they're just taking over the game.
Gators had a nice, it was a nice momentum shift for Dixon, and the Gators need to look for something to get back on top. They're struggling as overtime has started here.
2 minutes and 25 seconds remaining here in overtime. 5-point lead for the Dukes. Bailey hit that 3, important, and it also when Duncan sunk those 2 clutch free throws as well.
Ever since Bailey hit that crucial three-pointer to tie the game, this has never been the same. Dixon had momentum since then, and they have momentum now, and it has a 5-point lead because of them.
Now, Crystal Lake, they take that timeout. Who do you think they want to go to in this situation?
I think it's got to be Tyler Miller and Matt Reel. Both of them have excellent three-point shots, and you need a three-pointer to get back into this game. There's 2.5 minutes left. You could be looking for 2, but I have a feeling they're going to look for 3, and that's Matt Reel and Tyler Miller for the Crystal
All right,
South
there
Gators.
is the buzzer. All the players coming back on the court now. 2 minutes, 25 seconds. As it will be the Gators' ball. Reel will be the one to pass it in. Fans are trying to cheer on the Gators here. Dixon did a great job of burning as much clock as possible in that last possession. Let's see if Crystal Lake has answered. Fisher now in control. Gives it to Geske. Fisher again. Geske looking. Can't seem to find anyone. Haskins posting down low. No pass. Gives it to Reel. Reel back to Geske for 3. No good. And the putback, that's also not good. And the other putback by Haskins as he gets it. It's now a 3-point game. More press coming from the Gators here. As Dixon now has control of the ball past the half-court line. Bailey now. He's been clutch. Down low to Duncan. He goes up with it and he gets clubbed. And it will be a foul on the play.
Haskins just got a little too aggressive with his hand there. He had a nice block, and then on the putback, got a little too aggressive. That's going to result in free throws for Dixon.
See here, Aaron Duncan only has 4 points in this game so far. We'll see if he can come up with some more. First one is good. A huge point for the Dukes here as it extends their lead back to 4. See if he can sink the next. Lines himself up, rolls the ball, 2 dribbles, and the shot. Bounces off the back rim and somehow finds a way to fall. A 5-point lead here with 1.5 minutes left. Crystal Lake's going to need some kind of big basket here as they look for Fisher. Fisher for 3, and it's good! Huge 3-pointer for Crystal Lake. And this timeout is sponsored by our good friends at Rosen Hyundai. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time. Shop online at rosenhyundai.com. 1.5 minutes. That is all that's left in this game so far. Crystal Lake, this drone, drained that huge 3-pointer from Patrick Fisher, a name we actually haven't heard much from.
He's been scoreless until today, and he just drained that amazing 3 to put Crystal Lake South back in this game.
All right, the timeout is done. As players look to come back onto the court, Dixon's got to come up with some kind of score here. You don't want to give the ball back to the Gators with the potential for them to score 3 and take the lead.
Or for a potential to them to tie the game back up.
Here we'll see Jacob Gaither will pass it in for Dixon.
Watch for Bo Bailey on this possession.
Bailey is open. Now he gets into Gaither. Got to get it past the half-court line soon. Get penalized for it if they don't. Gaither stops his dribble. Pass deflected. Saved by Reel as he goes into the stands. Fisher in control. Here comes Reel. The underhand layup does not fall as it will go out of bounds. And it's now Dixon's ball.
Dixon coach was a little upset when it wasn't initially ruled out. He thought the ball went out of bounds on Crystal Lake South.
Here we go, 1 minute and 7 seconds now left. As Dixon will look for a huge possession to potentially give themselves either a 5-point lead or a 4-point lead. You do not want to turn the ball over with this little timeout left. Here's Son. Son is fouled from behind as Duncan just slammed it in there for no apparent reason. This will send Son to the line. He is yet to make a point in this game. It will be 2 shots because of the double bonus. He'll bounce it twice. Back the shot, nothing but net on net one. That would be his first point of the game and a huge first point. So now sends their lead. Next one, bounces around a bit, does not fall. Here is Geske. Geske in control. Real to Miller. 3-point game now. Geske tries to drive in. A brick does not land. Now Dixon's ball. Bailey has it. He's driving. Going in for a layup. No good. He will get 2 shots on that foul with 47.3 seconds remaining.
Matt Reel looks a little confused as to what happened on that play. It's crucial free throws for Dixon here.
Bailey has made 7 in a row. 7 of 7 today. As that one lands for another. Make that his 8th. As is now a 5-point lead. Actually, a 4-point lead. Lines up again. Hits the front of the rim. Will land in the hands of Matt Reel. 45 seconds left. Crystal Lake needs to get something. It's down low as Haskins. It's good. Now a 2-point game. Some press. Bailey almost steps out of bounds as a timeout is called by Dixon.
Crystal Lake's going to need to find a way to get the ball back fast, and they cannot foul here. 32 seconds left. They need to get the ball back soon.
And this timeout is sponsored from our friends at Custom Heating. For all of your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Wow. What a game this has been. It's gone back and forth the entire time, especially here in overtime as well.
It's been a lot of lead changes and a lot of momentum shifts, and now Crystal Lake finds himself in an interesting situation. Dixon with the ball down 2 points.
Who do you give the ball to if you're Dixon?
If you're Dixon, I think you give it to Bo Bailey. He's been on fire in the 4th quarter and overtime, and he's not one of the top scorers in the tournament for nothing. There's no reason why you wouldn't give it to Bailey.
And also, if you get the ball to Bailey right away, Crystal Lake will probably foul to conserve as much clock as possible, and, well, really, I don't think I'd want Bailey on the line. You know, he just missed his first free throw of the day. Other than that, he's made every single one.
If I'm Crystal Lake South's coach, I'm telling you, do not put Bo Bailey on the free throw line. He's been nearly automatic, missed only 1. I don't want Bailey on the free throw line at all.
Lawrence will pass it in. So you look, lofted the zone as it will go to Duncan. Duncan is trapped now in the corner. Try to dribble. It's stolen by Reel. Down low. And it's deflected. A big block. And he scores! That is Matt Reel with the huge point as it's now tied. 20 seconds left. There's a chance for some double overtime here. As Bailey has it. Down to Duncan. Duncan, 13 seconds. He'll drive. He'll lay it up. Not good. Gives it out to Bailey. Bailey with less than 10. Bailey drives in. Down low to Duncan. And a travel is called. Wow. What a change of event. As Crystal Lake takes a timeout.
Matt Reel
replay here
with an incredible steal and then tries to get it to Lawson, can't quite put it up. Reel just sets it straight back up. What a play by Matt Reel to put Crystal Lake South back in the game. About 4 seconds left. Crystal Lake South will have a chance to win this.
And that replay is brought to you by Bear Family McDonald's Restaurants, proud supporter of our community since 1967. 3.9 seconds remain. Well, I bet all you guys are hanging at the edge of your seats as we are here up in the booth. And really, this has been insane, this game.
It's been one of the craziest games we've seen all tournament.
This has definitely been the craziest game I've ever been a part of. Last year I had a game going to overtime, but nowhere near as close as this one.
Crystal Lake South is going to have one more Hail Mary attempt to try to ice this game away now. Otherwise, we'll see some more free basketball here at Jacobs High School.
They'll go for the win. We'll see if they can do it. 3.9 seconds remaining. Lawrence staying down for some defense. They're going to need a miracle here for the win. If not, we're going to double overtime.
We saw last time Peyton Lawrence slid in on the roll. See if he does it this time.
Less than 3 seconds. Shot. Miller for three. No good. We will go to overtime again. Wow. Wow. That is all I can say to sum up this game so far, as we will head to our second overtime.
In a game where all hope seemed lost for Crystal Lake South. They wanted a miracle, and they got one. They are back knotted up with Dixon, and we'll see a second overtime period.
Some more free basketball for all you guys at home. 4 minutes, same rules as single overtime. 4 minutes. Dixon still in the double bonus. That's going to be important to keep track of. But Crystal Lake now in the single bonus, which gives them the 1-and-1. Dixon will guarantee have 2 free throws.
Timeout's starting to become an important factor. Both teams with only 2 left in the second overtime period. As more time passes, we'll have less timeouts.
All right, second overtime starting to start here with a tip-off as the Gators take back the court. Duncan will be in there for the tip-off, and so will Casey Haskin of the Gators. As it's tipped towards Haskin. He gets his own tip, actually. That's convenient. And now Geske will be in control of it. Geske to reel. Go down low to Haskins. Almost intercepted. Left-handed layup. Will fall, though.
That's been a great play for Crystal Lake South all day. Having Haskin underneath the net is unstoppable down there.
Huge basket, and it will put them up by 2. There's craziness happening in this game. This game is nuts. To see now, Sohn passed it to Duncan. Duncan's going to drain out some clock here. If you want to drive into the basket, you got to try to get a foul so you can get an and-one situation or just 2 free throws. As Duncan now hits in the corner, he's cornered. Lawrence, here comes Duncan. The little layup, that will fall for 2. Aaron Duncan with a huge, huge point. His first of the half. Miller wide open for 3. It's good. Nothing but nylon on that one.
Tyler Miller's three-point shot has been killer all game for Dixon. And now Miller drains one in overtime.
Bailey off on the sideline seems to be stretching out that hamstring. He seems to be hurt. And that's a big blow to Dixon. It's now Lawrence in control. Lawrence will drive in. Tries to turn around there. Will give it to Sohn. Mistake that is Gaither. Duncan has it now. Duncan drives in. A no-look pass to Gaither. Sohn wide open. It's good! What a shot by Jacob Gaither for 3. Huge clutch 3 there as it will tie the game up. And that's intercepted by Sohn. And now it's Duncan. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remain here at the main gym at Jacobs High School. Little pass to Sohn. Sohn, be careful, doesn't step over that half-court line. Don't want to give the ball back to Crystal Lake as Duncan has it. Lawrence now in control. Gives it to Sohn. Sohn drives behind the back pass to Lawrence. Back to Sohn. Less than 2 minutes now in the second overtime. Down low to Duncan. Duncan to Gaither. Gaither to Lawrence. Lawrence for 3. It's good!
We saw Lawrence get hot, and he still got that magic with another 3 for Dixon to put them on top.
Huge 3. Now Geske looking for the answer now. Real almost traveled there. Down low is Haskin. Haskin hands it off to Real. Real the shot, no good. Offensive rebound by Sohn. Sohn in the press. Now Duncan has it. 3 points separate these two teams in one of the most contested games we have called. Duncan now trying to drain out some clock here. About a minute left. So he will pass it to Gaither. Gaither will give it to Sohn. Gaither looking at a little lane there. He's going to drive in. Doesn't. Gaither wide open. It's good. What a pass to Gabriel Sohn. Sohn has come alive here. And we have a replay of that possession right now. Here, there comes Sohn. Sohn with the easy touch off the glass. A beautiful layup gives them a 5-point lead with 45.5 seconds left.
Just a crucial defensive lapse there by Crystal Lake South. Could have cost them the game.
And that replay is brought to you by Bear Family McDonald's Restaurants, proud supporters of our community since 1967. 45.5 seconds separate this game from a potential triple overtime or an end. What do you think is going to happen?
It's absolutely crazy. Your guess is as good as mine. We've seen so many improbable situations happen today. Dixon is fighting on without Bo Bailey. It's incredible to watch. It really is.
All right, players come right back on. Bailey still out. He's limping a little bit off the side of the court, trying to get what looked to be his right knee fine. Big blow to Dixon, but it doesn't seem to hurt them as they've still done fairly well without him.
They've taken the lead without him, and that's all that matters in this situation.
Matt Reel will give it to number 23, Tyler Miller. 40 seconds remain now. Geske has it to Miller, to Reel. A three-pointer would be really nice here, as Geske now has it. Over to Miller, 30 seconds left. Time is ticking. It's Crystal Lake, nothing. There will be a foul on the play. It will send Geske to the line for a 1-and-1. Draining 2 would make it only a 3-point game, as he misses the first. That just went in and out.
Geske now down to 2 for 3 from the line today.
Since it was a shooting foul, he does have the 2 free throws. We'll see if he can make this one. He does. It's nothing but the bottom of the net. Some press here. Trapped in a corner. As he is fouled, and he will head to the line. 4 points. Drain these, and I think this game's over.
If you make both of these, the game is as good as over for Crystal Lake South here.
On the line is Gaither. Drains the first. See if he can drain the second and successfully, actually potentially put this game away. Because at this rate, I wouldn't count anything out. This game is probably not even done because of the way this game has been going. As he will not drain it. 5 points, 20 seconds. Crystal Lake needs a miracle, as they will pass it down low to Geske. Geske for a layup. It will land as a timeout is called by the Gators.
Crystal Lake South's going to need to get this ball back very quickly.
As we have a replay.
Geske managed to find a hole here in the Crystal Lake defense, and he snuck right through it and didn't look back. Put it right up.
Nice right-handed layup there. Puts them within 3. 13.5 seconds left.
If you're Crystal Lake South, you can't foul, and you need to get this ball out of Dixon's hands as soon as possible.
My heart is racing. I'm sure yours is back home as well in this thriller we have here at the main gym at Jacobs High School.
Leaving all the fans on the edge of their seats. Double overtime, so many twists and turns. It's been an incredible game.
A huge session here for Dixon.
They're going to try to drain out some clock. Crystal Lake South is going to try to get the ball back as soon as possible.
it's important not to turn over the ball. You don't want to make this a one-point game. A sloppy pass will do that as they're employing the full court press. Open is Duncan. Duncan driving, 10 seconds. Running around in circles. Lawrence has it, and a foul will send Darian Duncan to the line. He made 2 clutch free throws last overtime. We'll see if he can repeat it again now.
Even one free throw could mean this game is as good as over. Tension's running high in the stadium right now.
Rolls the ball on his fingers. His shot will go in. If he makes this one, I think that will be the final nail in the coffin for Crystal Lake. Dribbles it twice. Rolls it in his fingers. The shot, it will go in as a timeout is called by Dixon. 5 points separate these two teams with 7.6 seconds left on the clock in the second overtime. Wow.
Crystal Lake South is going to need a miracle to come back in this one. They're going to roll, and they're probably going to go for 3 straight off the bat, and then they're going to need to get the ball back immediately and get 2 points. It's going to be super difficult.
They'll go for a 3. They'll foul right away and try to get the ball back. The ways it looks at it now, I don't know if they can. 7.6 seconds is quite a little bit of time there. I don't think it'll be enough.
I don't think it'll be enough either, but we've seen so many crazy things happen in this game that at this point I wouldn't count anything out.
And the players come on, and here we go. 7.6 seconds, 5 points. Crystal Lake's gonna need a miracle, and it looks like they'll drive in, no good. And with that, Dixon comes on top in a double overtime thriller, 62-57. We will throw it to break.
Buffalo Wild Wings is the place to bring the whole family for a great night out. We're nearby in Algonquin and Crystal Lake with specials all week long. Enjoy 65-cent boneless wings on boneless Thursdays and Mondays. Get half-priced wings on Tuesdays. And stop by on Wednesdays for 99-cent chicken tenders and $1.49 kids meals. Sign up for our free Blaze and Rewards loyalty program. Earn points, get rewards. It's more of what you love for what you already love to do. It's all here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Algonquin and Crystal Lake.
And what a crazy game that was. 62-57. Double overtime. And well, you'll take it away. Tell us who the player of the game is.
Player of the game is definitely Darian Duncan. He had some amazing clutch free throws and just some clutch baskets to keep Dixon in this game in the fourth quarter and in overtime. And he's definitely player of the game in my book.
All right, at this time, I'd like to say it's been a pleasure calling 8 games for all your guys at home. It's been fun, and I'll look to see you guys next year. And at this time, I'll also like to give a big shout out to the hardworking men and women who put these amazing broadcasts together. And also to our special thanks to all of our game sponsors: Bear Family McDonald's, Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, Rosen Hyundai, Tom the Plumber, Carpentry with Integrity, Darryl Barnes Photography, and Buffalo Wild Wings. For the final time, I'm Patrick Carrion. He's Logan France. Have a nice night. We'll have more basketball in store for you.
This sports broadcast made possible by contributions from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, a factory authorized Bryant dealer, whatever it takes. Find them online at customheating.com. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin, looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Tom the Plumber is your family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. Carpentry with integrity, providing unparalleled customer relationships and precise quality craftsmanship since 1998. Find us on Facebook and House. Daryl Barnes Photography. For sports, senior portraits, family, and more, call Daryl Barnes Photography for all your photographic needs. Find Daryl online at darylbarnes.com. Buffalo Wild Wings. Visit their locations in Algonquin and Hoffman Estates for some award-winning wings spun in one of 21 sauces or dry rubs. Or try a tasty burger or wrap. There's something for everyone at Buffalo Wild Wings in Hoffman Estates at Route 59 and 72 or Algonquin on Randall Road.